to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to Merch It. If this y'all first time on the channel, on this platform we discuss all things fragrances and all things hip-hop. So if that's something y'all interested in, go ahead, run up them comments, share, like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, I got a video for the ladies, man. I got 3 fragrances that y'all could kick y'all collection off with. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So the first bottle we have for y'all is none other than Maison Kurkdjian-Baccarat Rouge 540. And this right here is quite unisex. It's pretty much unisex, but because of the sweet layers and coatings that it has, I feel like it leans a little bit more feminine. But this right here is a very revered fragrance, and a lot of people talk about this fragrance to this day. You know, I feel like this is up there with Oud Satin Mood on my personal opinions about these. This is one of my favorites I've smelled from Maison Kurkdjian, and overall the top notes in this is amber and saffron, and I feel like this is very sweet and warm. It's cuddly. I feel like you could rock this, you know, spring, fall, winter, or summer, but you know, because it's so warm and, you know, a tad bit spicy and has that amber in it, I feel like this fragrance really pops out in the fall and winter time. And overall, oh man, this is just very sweet and gorgeous, and that atomizer is stupendous. This is something I'd really recommend for a woman to have, just really anybody, especially if you're a Maison Kurkdjian fan. Oh man, this puts the niche in the phrase niche fragrance, man. Absolutely. This is definitely something I'd want my woman to rock, and this is something I'd recommend women to have. Maison Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540. It's revered for a reason. But the next bottle we have is none other than Perfumista Avenue by Bond No. 9. This is something that I feel like is just a very overall fresh fragrance. I feel like this really pops in the spring and winter time because how fresh it smells. And actually it's summertime as well. It's quite warm, and its top notes is rose, rose water, and plum. It's sweet. It has a floral degree, and I feel like it has somewhat of a fruity aesthetic as well. And this is something that you could really rock in the springtime because it smells just like a flower. So if you rock this, you're gonna be smelling like some type of flower, and I think particularly a rose. This smells just like a rose. It's warm, and I feel like this is overall a fragrance that you can really rock at work, you know, to a business meeting or at school, somewhere where, you know, you could be taking care of business. I feel like this is very feminine. I don't really smell masculine appeals in this at all. And if a woman was rocking this, I'm definitely getting that number. This right here, its atomizer is gorgeous as well, and I feel like this smells very lively on skin. And thin air is also very pretty, but on clothes it's the best, I feel. And it's like I always get a whole new different experience every time I smell this. This right here is Bond No. 9's Perfumista Avenue. Even the bottle is gorgeous. And last but not least, actually it's my favorite of the bunch. This is Fragrance du Bois-Santal Complet. This right here puts the word gourmand in gourmand. Like, this is very beautiful, and overall this is one of the sweetest fragrances I've ever smelled. We recently reviewed this, and I feel like its layers, it offers so much depth. You know, they put warm notes on top of tropical notes, just mixed it with a whole bunch of sweet layerings, and they gave us a very beautiful commodity at the end of the day. This is my favorite Fragrance du Bois fragrance I've smelled, and overall this is one of the best gourmands I've ever smelled. From the atomizer to just how it smells in general. Look at, oh my God, one more time. From the atomizer to just the way it smells, this is certainly up there in my top 10. You know, I feel like this is really suited for a woman, and I really pick up on a lot of just coconut base at the end of the day. And I feel like this offers just a hint of fruitiness, but overall I really just pick up on vanilla and coconut. Like I said, its depth is great. If a woman was rocking this, I feel like she really has some type of stylistic taste that I'd really be interested in getting to know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this right here is very revered, and a lot of people put this up there for their favorite Fragrance du Bois fragrance, and for great reason. On clothes, I feel like it smells just as bold. On skin, you feel me? Thin air, clothes, and skin, it smells the same. The only thing I'd say that's just a little bit about this is just that it's a tad bit light, but that's fine because it's, you know, subtle appeal. I feel like that you can really layer this very well with a lot of other things, and you just get a whole bunch of different, you know, experiences and smells with those things that you layer. But this is Santal Complet that I really love. And one thing I forgot to mention about Baccarat that I'm kind of just, you know, picking up a little bit with this bottle is that it offers like a bit of, like, I say synthetic sweetness, so like cotton candy, for example, but I really pick up on like synthetic fruity notes with this. Like I said, a little bit more on the tropical side, but overall, I feel like this offers a great deal of coconut, and that's a great thing. This is one of the most unique fragrances I've ever smelled, and all of these bottles that I reviewed is something I'd really love to smell on a woman. So Santal Complet by Fragrance Du Bois. This is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Perfumista Avenue by Bond Number 9. Ladies, go cop all these. I'm all for it. I'm sure plenty of men out there are all for it. And forget the men, y'all love them yourselves. So run up them comments, share, like, and make sure y'all sub. AJ from Merch It, we out.